Paul Hawksbee, Andy Jacobs here on talkSPORT. We've got the Force panel coming up a little bit later on. Stan Collymore joining us, but we're going to talk a bit of rugby now. Well, actually, not just rugby, because this idea covers more than rugby, all sports. But the man behind it, partly behind it, with his son, is the former England Lions number 8 and seasoned coach. It's Dean Richards. Hello, Dean.
How are you, boys?
Yeah,
we're
well,
good,
good, thank you. We're good. I was reading a piece yesterday in the Telegraph. I thought this is a very interesting idea. It's been billed as a kind of Tinder for rugby, which is, I mean, it's not kind of social hookups.
It's not a dating app,
It's not a dating, but it's kind of got that feel to it. You're bringing people together, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. To be honest, I got a bit of a rollicking off my son for calling it Tinder for sports. So. Which probably shows my age and his age and how he is. But it was his little baby, to be honest with you. And it's about just giving people an opportunity. Grassroots sports sort of gets overlooked a little bit, and people either want to travel, they want to play to the best of their ability, or even some people, you get late developers who can go on a little bit. And William wanted to give people that opportunity to either promote themselves, to travel, or to just be what they want to be. And I thought it was a great idea.
So it's called the Players Platform. You could have a scenario. One of the scenarios I think you painted in the piece is, say, for example, you're a pretty decent rugby player. Maybe you're at an academy. You slip through the net. You're not playing as much. You want a bit of a life change. Maybe there's a team in Australia, in South Africa, that are looking for players of your profile. So they'd come on, you'd go on, and hopefully you'd find some common ground, and it could be a massive sort of lifestyle change for you.
Yeah, it gives you the opportunity to promote yourself. You can create a highlights reel if you want. And it doesn't matter, you know, it could be male, female, it could be, you know, it could be a young person. And they're just given the opportunity to promote to a side or to an area, to a region, and just have a look at the clubs that are out there and try and push yourselves in their direction. Yeah. And you'll have a reasonably good idea as to who's looking and who isn't, just purely by scrolling through the clubs that are available.
Is it just for rugby at the moment?
No, it's not. No, it's soccer as well. You know, that there's 8 million registered rugby players in the world. There's something like 600 million soccer players, and not everybody's represented by agents. Not everybody has the ability to promote themselves, and it's giving grassroots rugby that little bit of a voice to go out there and to get out there and to do what and to be what they want to be. And I did it when I was young. I left home when I was 18. I went over to France, but not everybody has that opportunity.
I mean, as player and coach, I guess you probably saw lots of people with talent, played with you or worked under you, that did just drift out the game, and this could give them a second chance.
Yeah, you know, I could list the list is endless up at Newcastle and Quins and all the other places I've worked at. And people sort of get left behind. They're late developers and they get overlooked. And you know, for them, it's that opportunity to re-show themselves, to resell themselves. But at the same time, it's the opportunity for other people to look out there and try and source people as well. And if you don't want to do that and you just want to travel, it helps you organise your travel as well. Is it
up and running, Dean? Can people go and check it out now? Yeah. Is it available? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's theplayersplatform.com. Have a quick look at it on there, and it's good. You know, it's the brainchild of my son William. He's pushed it, and he's pushed me, and it's broadened my horizons. It certainly has.
Yeah, excellent.
Did he play rugby himself?
Yeah, he did. I've got 4 kids, and all of them played rugby. And William's the one, unfortunately, who's had the injuries. He's had a triple ACL repair on his one on his left and 2 on his right, I think it is, and had to give up. So, although he's thinking of starting again, but yeah, all of them have played. So yeah, it's in the genes, I think.
Yes,
yeah, of course. It's been an interesting Premiership season, and we're getting down to the business end. Just a couple of rounds left, and it's all to play for, isn't it? For those playoff slots, should be an interesting weekend.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, with Saints at the top, and you've got everybody sort of right on their tails. Some of your second, Bath, Bristol, Quins, you know, even Sale aren't out of it. So It's probably the bottom 3 or perhaps 4 Exeter's going to find it difficult, but aren't out of the running altogether. I think your favourites are going to probably be Saints, Saracens. Bath will play Newcastle, so you should get that one win, which should secure them tonight. Although I hope that Newcastle win, obviously. And then it'll be between Bristol, Queen's Sale, and Exeter as to who gets the next spot. And I probably would say, I don't want to say, because I think it's so tight at this moment in time.
Yeah, I mean, Danny Care's decided to stick around, hasn't he, at Quins? He said it was an easy decision. Yes, it's been some career, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been unbelievable. I can remember when I brought him into Quins. He was playing a bit at Leeds. It'd been, I think, was on the Sheffield Wednesday books as a soccer player as well, or one of the soccer teams, and an incredibly gifted footballer who he came to us with sort of no reputation at all, but soon sort of built himself up a fantastic reputation, got himself into the first team, and stayed there ever since. But internationally, he's been incredible as well.
And it's goodbye to Manu Tuilagi this weekend, isn't it, as he heads off to France?
Last home game.
Yes, last home game, yes.
Yeah, he's again, Manu. I mean, Freddie's brother, and I know the family incredibly well, and they're a lovely family. Probably one of the tightest families you'll ever come across. And he's going over to France, where they'll love him over there. His style of play will be unbelievable. He'll get a bit of the sun on his back, and I think he'll absolutely love it over there. It's just a shame that he's been niggled by injuries over here, blinded by injuries, which has been a real shame for him. But over there, I think they train very differently. They have a bit of sun, or a bit more sun over there than you do in Manchester, and I think he'll love that.
We know it's finally.
He says I won't miss the weather.
Yeah, he won't miss the weather. Yeah, I mean, we know it's partly calendar related, Dean. But I mean, do you agree generally with a rule that says you've got to be playing here to play for England?
I don't necessarily. I think if the way the Premiership is based at the moment, and the lack of money that's within the game and within the Premiership compared to places like France and Japan. I think you've got to allow people to go abroad and to experience different cultures, different styles of play, and don't cut your nose off to spite your face by saying you can't play for your country. I think it could make people better players, and I think we'd be shooting ourselves in the foot if we didn't give them that opportunity.
Yeah,
well, we wish you and William all the best with the app, the Players Platform. Go and check it out, and it's the website as well, playersplatform.com, to find out more. Thank you, Dean. All the best.
Thank you, chaps. Yeah, good luck.
Dean Richards there, England and Lions number 8, Newcastle coach, etc.
Yes,
great career. And yeah, wish him well with that. So it's an interesting idea, isn't it? I think people will go and check that out if they feel they've got some sporting talent and they're looking for a home for it.
If the Mongolian cricket team are on there.
Well, if they are, Andy, this is all you've got to put a little show reel together. And if the Mongolian cricket team are watching and you think it's a bit of Mongolian via marriage.
Yeah, there is me taking a wicket on Channel 4.
Yeah.
In the archives.
Is there really?
Oh, yeah.
Where was this?
It was a piece about Blenheim, I think, the actual... The estate of Blenheim and the Marquis of Blandford, is it, who runs it? I can't remember, I think so. And it was a story about the year at Blenheim, and the Bunburys played a game at Blenheim Palace.
And they filmed you taking a wicket.
And they filmed the game, and there I am taking a wicket. It's a typical.
What about all those
wicket.
Ones that were being cuffed around for 6 or 4?
I bowl.
Yeah.
Then there's a gap. So it's obviously a sky.
Yeah.
It's gone up and it's taken.
Let's be honest. Most of your wickets are caught at long on or long off, aren't they?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you're saying you kind of. It's a trap. You set a trap for them.
Very much so, yeah.
You set a trap for them with a pie.
Beaten through the air.
Beaten through the air.
Yeah.